Hello everyone, dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 4B. My name is Dimahi Patel and I will be the moderator for this session. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the being organized in a hybrid mode. The and the virtual event is being held through Zoom today and tomorrow, that is 12th and 13th December 2025. In this session, we have 8 presentations. Each presenter will be given 12 minutes for presentation and 3 minutes for question and answers. On 10 minutes, I will raise a general reminder. There is another request to all the participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or update, then please write it to me in the chat box. I would like to introduce you all to the chair for the session. We have with us Dr. Esteban Gomez Torres. Dr. Esteban is a professor at University of the Armed Force, ESPE, Ecuador. His academic and research expertise spans mobile computing, context-aware systems, artificial intelligence, smart cities, and mobile applications. With a strong focus on innovative and impactful technological solutions, Dr. Gomez Torres continues to contribute to advancements in intelligent systems and modern computing applications. A warm welcome to you, sir, and please share a few words for the presenters today.
Well,
Esteban, sir? Yes, sir.
yes, thank you. It's a pleasure for us to be here. We think that all of papers that will be presented here improve not only this Congress, but also uh, it is an honor for us to be here with because the people is doing the best effort in research in this international conference in Manila, Filipinas. So we are going to start with
Sir, we have one more session chair with us. Please allow me to introduce her as well.
for sure.
Yes, sir. We have with us Dr. Disha Wankede. Dr. Disha is currently an assistant professor at Vishwakarma Institute of Technology, Pune. She has 16 years of teaching experience, and her skills and expertise lies in machine learning, computer vision, artificial intelligence. And her research area includes deep learning and image processing in healthcare and agriculture domain. I welcome you, ma'am, and I request you to share a few words for the presenters today.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Yeah, I'm Disha Wankhere, working as a professor in VIT Engineering College from Pune, Maharashtra. It is again the great honor and privilege to serve as a session chair in this particular conference. I think the organizer has given me the opportunity. That's great. And I looking forward for the good, insightful presentations which that reflect high quality of work being carried out across our field of engineering. So I request please start and best of
Yes,
luck to
ma'am.
all of you.
We'll be starting with the presentations now. I would like to call Ghislaine Wend Pure Segda. Ghislaine, sir, are you present with us?
Yes, I am. Good afternoon. I am here. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Please present your study on a new architecture for multi-label crop recommendations in Burkina Faso.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible. We are not able to hear you, sir.
Can I begin?
Yes, sir, your voice is glitching a bit.
Okay. Good afternoon to all of us. I am Justin Secretary and I come from Jaipur. I presenting our work on a new architecture for multi-level topic looking at target on a multi-modal attention seeking. This work was done with the cooperation of Dr. Boda and Justin. Our presentation will follow the outline below, production, and that we have fashion and conclusion. Burkina Faso is a West African country where 80% of population live or agriculture. In this country, agriculture is essential for life, but farmers often lack a reliable integrated information and treatment on soil. As a result, decision and recommendation are in situ or bad global data because existing data ever missing fragmented or accessible to farmers. In the future, several studies have shown the impact of benefits of using artificial intelligence techniques to monitor agriculture companies. For example, learning are used to for yield for the prediction and disease detection and for other models. This study has given interesting results, but the context of various studies means that they cannot be replicated in the context of Burkina Faso because most require large and rich data set at style and context. The central question is how to combine the data and unique data to into a robust system that implements multiple spots for each type. We must not we must not identify that multimodal and attention gathered method has shown strongly that other domains, but the economic is resume large well-treated data set. Now data set must work with much more data and still provide useful multi-level recommendation. The main objective of our strategy is to propose an inclusive architecture for recommending toxic to a given field in the context of Burkina Faso, despite limited availability. Specifically, this design a very valid level recommendation system recommend several suitable topics for a given state and using the data and the system. In this section, we present first data where the data set is relatively small, but the representative of context of Burkina Faso where data collected hard. Then we have three types of site Burkina Faso for each one and one are 5 units of soil of data. It's not a news distribution and tabular data geographic and climatic information. Each site is associated with one or more crops that are actually grown there, which define our multi-level grown group. So we choose 7 crops and for label and sorghum, maize, millet, corn, sesame, peanut, and cotton. To construct our system, we use ResNet uh, ResNet 18 backbone for image encoder and ML for tabular encoder. For tabular encoder, we have so ResNet 18 backbone for image and the simple MLT for tabular. Both are projected into a common 256 dimensional and modern space, which is the basis for the multi-dimensional fusion. Inclusion layer below the model to dynamically adjust how much it prefers modality. For example, training is standard deep learning practice in each structure for the class imbalance and overfitting. We evaluate the overall system, the overall performance across class and quality of the management. Decision strategy in class and classical tables optimized on the validation set and complemented by top class selection. The top class selection we don't cut crops. We high prediction score and fits the idea of economics in short crops. Metrics used for global is macro F1, macro precision, macro recall. The class we have one F1 and precision recall. The overall macro F1 above 0.8 indicates good generalization and major capital but sorghum, maize, and millet have F1 score above 0.85. 84. Cowpea is more challenging partly because it's underrepresented and strongly associated with other cereals. We must note that in the Burkina Faso, when someone millet maize in this field, there is cowpea. The attention fusion, the attention really show that females are crucial in the setup which will support our choice of using continuously capturing soil and vegetation image. Top three recommendations we feedback the tree efficiency and usually for farmers. Because when we study top car recall, we have optimally top car around 6, but there is not farmer who we put into field 6 crops. Our model are promising but not perfect. It perform with very well on dominant crops, but it needs more balanced data for others. Also, transferring the model to different country or soil it require additional data and possibly transfer learning. In conclusion, we say that to conclude, we show that the relative compact continuum architecture can provide a great multi-level top recommendation in data scarce prevalent as a it will work improve in enriching the data, improving adaptability and meta learning. Which is what here, and thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Okay, I have one question. Your study focuses on Chilean agriculture context. Yes. What specific environmental or ergonomic challenges in this region shape your model design?
Uh,
Could you please answer my question? Or Could you speak
Hello?
about? Yes.
I don't understand your question.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to express in different way. How did you determine the optimal balance between threshold base and top K recommendation? And how did you observe the accuracy and diversity of the different parameters?
Uh, Thank you for your question. Why top car recommendation give us 5 high car recommendation, but in Burkina Faso, when agriculture is familiar, then farmer fields needs to put maize and millet for his own consumption. The result is affected by class and obtained automatically.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I don't know if our colleague have one question.
Disha ma'am, any questions for him?
I have. Just a minute. Okay. So I have one question that how your architecture will handle multi-labeled outputs where multiple crops will be there. Means it's a recommendation is simultaneously will done.
Excuse me,
Understand? Hello? Yeah.
I don't understand.
You have proposed one architecture where multi-label outputs are there. So is the region wise the crops are differentiated, right? So how the architecture will be support to your particular region wise crops?
Particular architecture.
Yeah.
Oh no, there is not particular. I don't have particular architecture.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, multi-label classifiers are there, no? It's a fusion-based representation, right? So the region-wise, the crops are different, right?
yes.
Yeah. So is
Uh,
it support all this? Yeah.
no, it's not support to all of this because we have for our multi-level crops, we choose 7 crops because all crops we have not data sets for all crops. Then we choose all 7 crops for then we have data.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your presentation. Before we continue, a quick announcement. Paper IDs 422, 217, 271, and 157. I will call out your paper IDs at the end after all the current presenters are done with the presentations, and you will get a chance to present your presentation then. Is that all right? We'll be continuing now. Ayush Sahu, are you here with us? I repeat,
I
Ayush Sahu.
yes,
Yes,
I
sir. Please present your study on explainable AI for graph-based drug discovery using deep learning.
How about paper ID 422, madam? 422.
Yes, sir. I mentioned your paper ID. I will call out your paper ID at the end of the presentations. All right?
Sure, madam. We'll wait then. Thank you.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
wait. Thank you.
Ayush, sir, please start with the presentation. Okay, Ayush Sahu, I think you're not present. Any of the co-authors that are present? Okay, we'll move to the next one. K. Vidyasagar. Vidyasagar, sir? Purva Chaudhary? Purva ma'am, are you present? Elmar Noach. Elmar, sir?
Yes, I'm here. Paper number 298.
Yes, sir. Please, can you start with the presentation of yours?
All right. Let me give me 1 second. All right, just give me one. Can you show again the picture so that I can screenshot? Sorry, for requirement.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah. That there you go. All right, great. Give me 1 second more. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me share my screen, please. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Great. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elmer Noche. I'm from Pangasinan State University, but this presentation is dedicated to Angeles University Foundation in Clark, Pampanga. So the title of my presentation is Leveraging Data Analytics for Smart KPI Dashboard in Higher Education. It's actually a review and insights for the Pangasinan State University. So for the topic itself, smart KPI dashboard. Okay, digital. It's actually digital tools to visualize and analyze key university performance matrix in real time. So why it is relevant? It's relevant because in higher education faces pressure for transparency and efficiency, and also accountability as well. Especially on post-pandemic that we have before, the data-driven management is now non-negotiable for quality and funding and also some of the accreditation of university. So this actually aims to provide actionable insights for bridging digital analytic gaps in the Philippine state universities and propose strategies on how they leverage the smart dashboard to support evidence base for decision making in Pangasinan State University and also on other university as well. So the objective of this is a this research paper main objective is to systematically review recent literatures on data analytics for smart KPIs dashboard and provide evidence-based insights and recommendation for their effective adaptation, which can be implemented in our school, Pangasinan State University. So that's actually the objective that we have here. So what we did is for the criteria of literature inclusion. So we have the databases search for Google Scholar, IEEE, Science Direct, Springer, ERIC, ResearchGate, and local journals here in the Philippines. So that's what we did. And then the keywords that uses is KPI dashboard, data analytics, higher education, Philippines, university performance. Inclusion criteria, so it must have at least 2019 to 2025 peer-reviewed English language, focus on dashboard and analytics in higher education, and also has its attention with local, basically in the Philippines. Exclusion criteria, in the other hand, is if it's not non-empirical, it's a book review or unrelated to the dashboard or analytics adaptation, we will be removing that. So that's it. For that's the criteria that we actually have here. So it must have at least published, peer-reviewed, as I said a while ago, English. Those are the criteria that we have. Now for the thematic analysis, okay. A thematic analysis of recent literature review reveals that Philippine and Global Higher Education Institute faces 6 major challenges, okay, in leveraging data analytics for smart KPI dashboard. The first one is data fragmentation and integration. Many universities struggle with soiled and disconnected data system, which actually makes consolidating and analyzing information slow and sometimes unreliable. Okay. Limited analytics maturity and skills. That's the second one. Most of institution also are, stuck at basics, descriptive, analytics due to shortage of technical expertise and minimal experience with advance of AI and learning tool. The third one is usability, adaptation, and engagement. Complex dashboards and, inefficient training result in low user adaptation, meaning dashboards may exist but aren't really meaningful to use on decision makers. They're not really familiar with that. So budget and resources constraint, that's another thing. That's some of the, critical values, the problems. Higher costs for technology in the Philippines, yes. Infrastructure that you need to consider if you're going to have this dashboard. Workforce and upskilling present in major barriers, especially on resource-constrained universities. So data quality and trust, problems with data accuracy, completeness, and timeliness reduce trust in the dashboard and limit their impact in institutional decision-making. And the last one will be ethical and privacy governance. So basically, concerns about data privacy, transparency, compliance with law remaining challenging to address, specifically in analytics. Well, overall, these challenges highlight technical solutions alone are not really enough in institution, and it must address people, policies, processes for successful dashboard implementation. As you can see on the table on my presentation, those are the authors actually stated on this issues we have for literature review. Now, for another thing, thematic synthesis or critical evaluation of sources. Okay. So the recent literature recommends to, range of strategies to address persistent barriers to effective use of data analytics as smart KPI dashboard system. So first, at least you might study emphasize adopting unified data platforms, strong data governance, those kinds of fragmentation and integration issues to bridge the analytics, gap. As according to Ali, 2004, and Amado, usability and engagement challenges tackled through user-centered dashboard design. And also, a budget constraint may be eased using resources that you can have. That's according to so Sula and Moreno. And then data quality trust can be improved if you're going to standardize the process. That's according to Fache and Cheng of 2021. So finally, okay, literatures urge strict compliance with privacy and data protection laws, embedding transparency to regular reviews, user consents, practices, manage ethical governance concerns. So those are the things that they need to consider. So overall effective solution, those that combines, technological upgrades, organizational change, continuous capacity building, and sustainable commitment to ethical governance. That's basically the evaluations resources. So um, the the thematic synthesis on critical evaluation resource, we basically while PSU is similar to the Philippine University, making progress in dashboard adaptation of several deep steam unresolved issue remain, well, data continues to fragment and limit holistic analytic quickly. So as you can see there, the issue and then description of the Pangasinan State University and also the references that we have. So basically addressing those issues are really required not technological upgrade but sustainable investment in people, process, redesign and organizational culture change and tailored to the university that I came from. So gaps and trends in emerging issue literature. So for compliance impact, most of the Philippines, implement focus on dashboard for compliance and reporting rather than, through management decision making. Okay, local adaptation deficit, user engagement adaptation and integration of basically the data equality and trends, and then AI for automation and rising as well. Okay, so there's a lot of trends that we can probably have or we can have an example on it. So insights and implication and practice and policy, the findings of the review highlighted the fully realize the benefit of how smart KPI dashboard university like Pangasinan State University must move beyond compliance and embrace the user-centered design. Sustain capacity building and robust data governance, research should focus on localized solutions and advanced data analytics. Practitioner also, needs to foster culture engagement, and also the policymakers can create regulations that can be adopted on a real world practice, ensuring that digital transformation benefits all stakeholders, especially in university. So, my conclusion, okay, this review examines the development of use of data analytics on smart KPI dashboard in higher education. It actually focus only on the Philippines context, especially in our school. So transformative potential smart KPI dashboard is widely recognized, but still remain by persistent challenges, including, data fragmentation, limited analytic maturity, usability adaptation barriers, budget constraint, data quality concern, and ethical and governance risk. So many institutions still uses dashboard mainly, well, for compliance purposes, for reporting that they uses it, but they underutilize it due to, technical issues like the organization not really rely on it and culture otherless sometimes. So there is an effort to address this issue. Well, implement upskilling staff for analytics, designing user-centered dashboard, strengthening governance and policies. Those are the things. However, again, key gaps still persist, such as, achieving sustainable user engagement, localizing dashboard and institution needs, and also, fully institutional ethical practices. Basically, for Pangasinan State University, where my university is, the progress requires, a very holistic strategy, blending tech upgrades with, investment to in people, redesigning the policy improvements. University must have prioritized local solutions, build analytics driven culture, and also focus to improve ethical leadership. So by those gaps that identified on my literature review in this paper, PSU, Pangasinan State University, and the Philippines Higher Education Institution can transform dashboard from compliance tool into a driver strategic decision making, better outcomes in long-term resilience for the university. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening.
Sir, any questions?
Perfect. Dr. Disha, please, do you have any question?
Yes, yes. First of all, I'm glad to hear that Nocho has done the real-time one of the KPI dashboard for their university. That's really great work, actually. Still, you are doing the survey and research. Just a review is going on. So I just wanted to confirm that. Just wanted to natural discussion that in your survey part, have just check out any real time data like predictive analytics or some pipelining is in your study has done these things added.
As of the moment, ma'am, basically we're still developing the system due to, there's a lot of things that we need to consider.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for us to, gather a lot of, the KPIs or the key
Yeah.
performance indicators in both other department, because the problem is their data is not really that matured. We're having
Mm-hmm.
difficulties
Many
to,
challenges are there
yeah,
actually.
interpret.
It's a
So
traditionally the things are going on and all of incidents you are just moving
yeah,
on the
correct.
different scenarios are there, right? Definitely. Some predictive analytics, some decisions things are required. Okay,
So the
so
the, the
that's
problem
definitely.
that yeah the problem that we're encountering now, yeah, we can create the system, but how that the
Mm.
system can interpret the data if the data is incomplete. So those are the
Yeah.
problems that we are trying to solve as of the moment. So
Yeah,
we're
you
trying to
need to be
squeeze
move on
everything.
the step by step actually. It's
Yeah.
not
Yes, sir.
things. Okay, yes, sir. Steven, sir, I'm done.
Yes. You identified several gaps on emerging issues. Do you, which of these gaps do you think is the most urgent for institutions to address and why?
Yes, sir. The main gaps for this is the compliance focus. The university here in the Philippines, well, even me, I experienced it because of just the compliance. We need to do it, but they're not really using it, something like that, for compliance only. But they're not maximizing the power of data that they have to use that on the decision making. So that's one of the most important thing or the gaps, because we are required to, to comply, but for just compliance, we will just show them that we use it, but we're not really doing it, something like that. So mainly, it's more in the laws and governance of the leadership of the upper management on a certain university, how they will be implementing it and practicing it, doing it, the real thing, something like that. So for compliance focus, and then also, local adaptation and engagement for the people. Sometimes this is new. Why should I trust the system? Why should I trust artificial intelligence or predictive analytic if I can still think it? Something like that. They have some doubts on it. So it's very difficult for us to, that's why we need to have at least this kind of system to mature in order for that system to learn the, all the data that being fed to that system in order for us to have a very good result on it. That's it, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So next, I would like to call Harsha Sonune. Harsha, ma'am, are you here? I repeat, Harsha ma'am, are you here with us or any of the co-authors? The Dark Side of Autonomy, Mapping the Threat Landscape of Botnets in Autonomous Robotics. All right, next is Lu Suo. Lu, sir?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, sir. Please present your study on the power of weak ties on social networks, a neural framework for diversity-aware recommendations.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. 1 minute. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you. I share my PPT here. Can you hear? Can you see and hear clear?
Yes, sir.
Madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. And good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lu Suo from the Faculty of Information Technology and Digital Innovation at the Kemongu University of Technology, North Bangkok, Thailand. It is my great honor to present our work titled "The Power of Weak Tie in the Social Networks: A Neural Framework of Diversity-Aware Recommendations" in this great conference. This research explores how weak tie, a classical concept from the social network theory, can be operationalized using modern neural models to improve both accuracy and diversity in the recommendation system. And we have 5 chapters here. And before we go further, I want to ask a question. How many friends in your communication app, such as the Line or the WhatsApp? I guess maybe more than 500 or 1,000. But how many friends you always connect with? Maybe less than 5, even 3, right? So why don't you delete another 95% of them? Because you don't know how and who can help you in the future, in which way, right? So we have to pay more cost, some like time, energy, money, even to keep this relationship. So, and our research is for solving these problems or difficulties. Nowadays, most of the recommendation system depends on the strong tie. Strong tie means close relationship. Weak tie means people you know but not familiar with. Okay. So close relationship. This close relationship can cause repeated and similar information, which create echo chambers. But weak tie connect the different groups of people. They bring the new idea, new information, and more diversity into the social network. But most systems now still do not use the weak tie well. This is the main motivation of our research. On this side, I explain the main problem of our research. Today, recommendation system, most of them do not know how to use weak tie. They only focus on the strong tie. So the result becomes similar and narrow. Our question is how can we find the weak tie in the large social scale network and use them to improve both accuracy and diversity? To answer this, we set up 3 goals. First, to identify the weak tie and at the scale. And second, to measure the social value. And the third, to add these weak tie features into the neural recommendation model. Okay. which are not only the theory, they have the real value in the social network. They help people reach the new information, new communities, and new opportunities. But most of recommendation systems ignore them because of this user often use the repeat content from the same close group. By the modeling wiki, we can increase the diversity, reduce the filter bubbles, and help the user explore more of the network. This is useful for many areas such as online learning, professional networking, and finding the new resource. So the study has both technical value and social value. This is our framework, has three parts. The first part, we prepare the social network data, which include the graph structure, user features, and age features such as frequency and recency. These are turned into the tensors for the GNN. Second, the GNN model identifies weak tie and computes the social capital score. The third, we combine these features with the user bandings with the social capital vector. And the neural CF model predicts the interaction scores to make the better recommendation. The goal of this to use the weight tie improve both accuracy and diversity. This slide shows the three main modules of our framework. First, we prepare the data for extracting the graph nodes and age features. Second, we use GNN model to identify weak tie in the network. Third, we and this weak tie and the social capital features into the recommendation layer together with the CNF or the SCF. These three modules work together to make the stronger and more diversity recommendations. It's again one sentence. Okay, and this slide we look at how we measure the social value. We use three types of the social capital score. Centrality, which shows how influential a user is. Bridging, which shows whether the tie connects the two different communities. And activation, which reflects how active the interaction is. These scores are combined to create the social capital vector. Later, this vector will be fused with our embeddings to improve the recommendation. This part, we bring everything together to make the final recommendation. We combine the user's embedding with the social capital features that come from the weight tie. The model then learns how likely the users to like each item ranks them. In the end, we check both accuracy and the variety for the result. This shows the ending weight tie information give our users a suggestion that are not only the relevant but also more diverse. For our experiment, we use the Tigers Twitter database, which is the largest scale social network with many users and interactions. This database helps us test the model in the real and complex environment. We also compare our model with several common recommendation system methods, including the matrix factorization, neural collaborative reflecting, and graph-based models. These baselines allow us to clearly see how much improvement comes from the using weak tie and the social capital feature. Our model gives better results among all methods. It improves both accuracy, diversity, and it recommends a wider range of the item, which improves reliable. And our test shows the weak tie and the social capital features both could play an important role. This result gave us a few clear insights. Weak tie help users reach new communities. So they bring more diverse items. And the module work especially well for users with a few connections. We also say that the system is stable and easy to explain because the social capital features shows why the recommendation is made. To conclude, our work shows the weak tie can improve both accuracy and diversity in the recommendation system by adding the social capital features. The system become more meaningful and more explainable. In the future, we plan to update the weak tie in the real time, test the model in another domains, and explore fairness and explainability further. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you.
Ma'am, any
Okay.
questions?
Yes. Dr. Disha, please, do you have any question?
Yeah, I have one question actually. Since this is the diversity aware recommendation rely on heavily weak ties. So how does your framework provide interpretability?
Interpret. Okay. Okay. I found it. Pardon me. You mean the how? Sorry. Pardon me. How what?
Since this diversity aware recommendation rely on heavily weak ties, right? So how does your framework provide interpretability? Means highlighting the specific weak ties pathway by using some models.
Yes. I understand your question. Professor. Firstly, because let me explain a little bit more. So weak tie means the people you know but not very familiar. So they share the information just like they will not share the deep information to you, but you have but the system, the big data, know what they have. So firstly, we identify the relationship between A and B is a strong tie or weak tie. If the weak tie, we know they will leak off the information between each other. Okay, and then we identify what the social capital means, social relationship or social resource A or have and B have. And okay, and the third stage we just like we create the recommendation system to say what you need is who can help you. For example, you have a
Okay.
friend B, right? And you don't know what a friend B have, but the big data know. So the big data can identify what the social capital the friend B of you have, and the recommended the friend B to you. Maybe friend B can help you. This is the meaning of the research.
Yeah, got it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Uh, Thank you. Dr. Su, what advantages did your model show over the baseline, especially for large networks like Hikes datasets?
Yes. We use yes, Professor, good question. I have to say. that is a very big database, millions level. So it consumes 7 days to compute the data. And why we choose the big data here, the big network, millions data level, because we were not just like give the meaning in the paper. We try to create the app in the future. So that is the first step in the research. We just like use the real data to test how it works or not. From this first step in the research, we can say we are success. And the next step, we will use this to create a PPT and issue to the market.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Su.
Thank you very much, Professor.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, Professor. Oh, finish, right?
Yes, sir.
Any yes, I saw you have questions. If no, finish here, right? I'm finished.
Yes, sir. No, it's
Sorry.
all right.
Yes, you
Okay, I can.
finish, Dr. Su.
Oh,
You
finish, right?
finish. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much,
Yes, sir.
Professor. I understand now. Okay, I leave.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. We'll be moving on with the next presentations now. Anushima Khadse. Anushima, ma'am. The paper titled The Role of Accessing Impact of Cybersecurity Threats on Digital Transactions. I repeat, Anushima or any of the co-authors? All right. Sachin Divakar. Sir, are you present?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yes, sir. Please present your study on Road to Foot, Valorization of Waste Rubber Tires in Sustainable Sole Manufacturing.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, can you take me after one presentation? Actually, I'm just busy in something. So can you please if if
Okay.
if are you okay with it?
Let me ask the next author, Mohammad Ator
Sure, please.
Rahman. Ator, sir, are you present? I repeat, Ator Rahman.
Yes, ma'am, I'm present.
Sir, can you present your study now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, please start with a paper described from orchard to checkpoint. Reliable mango cultivar recognition with deep learning.
Yeah, I have sent a request to share my screen.
Can you try again, sir?
Okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, your screen is visible. And Ganesh, sir, I will call you after this presentation.
So,
Okay,
hello
madam.
everyone. Hello.
Yes, sir, please start.
Hello everyone. I'm Atar Rahman. Today I'm gonna present our paper from orchard to checkpoint, reliable mango cultivar recognition with deep learning. And so, okay. So at first we're gonna talk about the challenges we faced and challenges we had in this study. So the mango varieties can look like similar in real settings like variable lighting, bruises, clutters, or manual like manual identification is really inconsistent. so which drives the mislabeling and many other things, and the disputes and losses across nurseries, markets, and exports. So we need a method that is objective, repeatable, and trusted. So what did we propose for a solution? Our solution is an end-to-end deep learning pipeline. So that at first we image capture and then pre-processing and then CNN classifier and then calibrated probabilities. We applied this method. And the calibration lets inspectors set risk appropriate thresholds for acceptance or secondary reviews at nurseries, markets, and broader checkpoints. So let's look at the data set. So at a glance, okay, sorry. Okay, our we built a balanced data set of 15 cultivars, like 10,080 images. So for that, 600 is for train and 600, 60 for validation and 60 for test per class. So you can say that 90, 10, 10, we have split it that way. And the images comes from orchards, markets, and research stations. So the model learns under real world variation rather the studio condition. And then we're going to talk about the pre-processing and augmentation part. So we standardize inputs for 224x224. For our pre-trained model, we have three pre-trained models, so VGG16, ResNet, and MobileNet, and 299 and 299 for inception and normalized with ImageNet statistics. It's light but effective in effective augmentation, and up to like we added 40 degrees of rotations and 0.2 shifts. And let's look about the model analysis. So we benchmark transfer backbones VGG16, ResNet 50, MobileNet V3, and Inception V3 against a compact custom CNN of ours. Unified training is like 15-way softmax, Adam classification, and cross entropy batch 2032. So there are up to 50 POCs, which best validation checkpoints for checkpointing. So the comparisons are apples to apples. And let's look at our custom CNN architecture. Here is our custom architecture, mobile-friendly CNN. The input is 224x224x3 RGB. So we stack 5 blocks, each is a 3 into 3 convolution followed by max pooling with channel weight to 32 to 64 to 128 and then to 225 to 512, which tries two pooling, and spatial size shrinks roughly to 224 to all the way to 7. So just before the classifier, we have about 7 into 7 into 512 features. So pattern and pass through a single 256 unit ReLU fully connected layers, and finish with a softmax over the cultivars and stacked with 3 into 3 filters captured fine texture and shape cues. Pooling adds the transition robustness, and the compact 256 unit heads keep the latency and the parameters low. So it's good for real-time use on mid-range phones. So we're gonna talk about the evaluation metrics. So we evaluate on a held out test set using accuracy, precision, recall, and AFON score. And we also inspect the confusion metrics, report a macro average, so the each cultivar makes equally, not just the common ones. So why isn't okay? So here's the result overview. So our test accuracy, the custom CNN leads to 96.44%, ahead of MobileNet with roughly 94 and ResNet with 93%. and the traditional machine learning models actually performed a bit lesser than this, like around 86 or 87%. So a compact model turned into for fine-grained queues beats the heavier backbone with staying deployment friendly. So here's the can you share this? Okay. So the confusion insights, if you can see this, so the matrix is strongly diagonal, and is the confusion matrix visible in this slide?
No. Conclusion
No,
and future
sir.
work, right? No?
Okay, I'm so sorry for that. Okay, okay, sorry. Where's the matrix?
Hmm.
I can see the matrix. Okay, the matrix strongly diagonal, and the most varieties are identified correctly, and remaining error cluster among like lookalikes. For example, we have a cultivar like Fosli Shurma. So it was 53 out of 60. They were correct prediction, and that's about it. And I'm so sorry, but the confusion matrix should be here, but it isn't showing it. Okay. Okay, okay. Here's the conclusion feature works. So we have actually,
Can you just show me this previous slide
yeah,
again? One
there's,
more.
sorry,
Previous slide.
this one.
Just keep. Yeah. No. That plotting. Yeah. Here is what you have compared.
The test
Test
accuracy
accuracy.
among, yeah, the test accuracy among the models we have tested.
Which models? I cannot see your models. Other comparisons.
Yeah, when I go to the slideshow mode,
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Wait.
that's the problem here. Like it's showing here, but when I go to the slide mode, it isn't
No,
showing.
you haven't formatted properly actually. You need to be do the formatting. Keep this resize this plot.
So sorry for that.
Okay. So how much accuracy you got mobile net V3?
For MobileNet V3, actually we had 94.11%, around
94.
94.11%. Yeah.
Okay. So my basic question is why you customize the CNN architecture? Have you done the literature survey regarding this?
Like nobody actually tasted there are some previous works which actually focuses on uh, some similar models like VGG16 or MobileNet V3, but they had some two of them, if I'm remember correctly, two of them had
Hmm.
CNN, their custom CNN, but their accuracy was very low compared to this. They had 89%, and the study was back in, if I'm not
So why
wrong,
you have not
2021.
then why you have not apply any of the optimization techniques to improve the accuracy or fine tune any parameters? Why you customize this CNN? Fine tune, optimization. These are the different ways that we can just improve the accuracy rather
Yeah,
than moving to the customized CNN. As such, in the custom CNN, you have given the name, but there is no as such. You have just changing the batch normalization, pooling, and layers and kernel size. That's only you have done. Not as such. The customization means what? We can just propose the hybrid model also, no? Fine
yeah.
tuning, optimization, then hybridization. These are the approach we can apply on this particular topic also. And many researchers had done the such approach based work, right? As such, no novelty in your work actually. Mm. So you can just change the methodology. Okay, there is no meaning in the custom CNN. We cannot change these things. Okay. You can just do the approach base. Might be that is fine tuning the parameters or optimization, okay, or hybridization, okay, multiple algorithms ka hybrid karo, then you can compare and propose the things. Also, you can just do the ablation study, and again you can just propose the new architecture. Then and then we can just mention that is the our proposed system is got the so and so accuracy and all. Okay. At first
Yeah.
glance, it's not acceptable actually. Yeah. Okay. Just suggestion. Okay. You have to do. This is not acceptable, right? Okay. Nobody will accept these
Thank you.
things. Okay.
Okay, I have one question for you. What benefits does your custom CNN provide compared to standard architectures for recognizing subtle cultural differences?
Well, sir, we our proposed CNN actually uh, gives the better accuracy than the like the remaining ones like which are available in the markets, and our dataset actually was like our dataset covers more varieties of mangoes than the previous studies had.
Okay. And how did you ensure that the dataset capture has enough variety in real world conditions across
Well,
different environments?
we collected the dataset ourselves. We went to the markets and uh, collected mangoes and took pictures of them ourselves. So we had actually 15 types of mangoes, which are actually some of most, not like 7 or 8 of them were almost solely found in Bangladesh, like in our region.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, can you please stop presenting your screen?
It's showing that I'm not presenting the screen anymore. Do I just leave and
Yes, sir, sure. Okay, the sharing stop. Thank you. Sachin Divakar, can you present now?
Yes, ma'am. I can.
Yes, sir. Please start with the presentation of road to food, valorization of waste rubber tires and sustainable sole manufacturing.
May I know if my screen is visible to you all?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, just wait. So now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So very good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sachin Divakar from the Dayalbagh Educational Institute. Today I'm here to present my presentation over the topic of road to food, the valorization of food, the valorization of waste rubber tires into the sustainable sole manufacturing. As we all know that nowadays the tire waste become a major concern for the pollution, like air pollution, water pollution, and etc. etc. Because the amount of use of the tires day by day it is increasing as we can see here. And there is a fact that the 1.5 billion waste tires are generated every year, enough to cycle the earth multiple times. So today's presentation agenda is we will talk about the abstract, introduction, literature review, objective, result, conclusion, and then the references. In the abstracted, the environmental challenges posed by the accumulation of the non-biodegradable waste tires is escalating globally. This research is introduced Soul Revive, an innovative approach to convert end-of-life tires into the functional and the durable footwear soles through a series of mechanical and the chemical process, including the grinding, carbon black extraction, and bonding with the natural and the discarded. The project evaluate material and the composition, mechanical properties, soles. The outcome demonstrate the potential of the waste tires to the section and the valuable resources in the sustainable footwear manufacturing, offering a economical model for the footwear industry. This is the literature review where I just review the some papers and how much work is done in this field. So this is the literature review which is in front of you, where there are some authors like Thomas and Gupta. His paper was published in 2016, and he demonstrated the feasibility of using a recycled tire rubber in the concrete, reporting the elasticity, toughness, and the strength contribution when the rubber particles, where the particles trending to the aggregated. And another paper, that is the Johnson and Lee, he published his paper in 2020, and the studies was about the tire rubber in the sport footwear midsoles. They actually used the waste tires for making a midsoles for the footwears. And another author is a Gupta. His paper was published in 2021. He investigated the chemical treatment for the tire to enhance the adhesion with the binders, rubber, and the adhesive bonding and the chemical performance in the compositing material. And there are so many papers I have reviewed. So this is a literature review. I would like to go with the next slide. Let me tell you the some environmental impacts of the tire waste, that how much the tire waste is harmful for the environment. The very first is it is a non-biodegradable and the long-term persistence, because we know very well the rubber which is used for the making tires is not a natural rubber, because we use so many kind of polymers, and we also use so many kind of chemicals which makes the natural rubber non-biodegradable to the nature. And the second impact is soil and the groundwater contamination. Obviously, if the tire waste went goes to the ground sorry go directly goes to the landfill, so again it also create a soil pollution, and if it goes to the water, so it creates a water pollution. And the third point is the air pollution open burning, because we have seen many times, if there is a tire waste, so many people used to just burn it in an open environment. So it is a big cause of the air pollution. And the mosquito breeding is a disease spread. It is also cause one of which happens because of the tire waste. And the fifth is release of the microplastics. And the sixth one is the greenhouse gases emission. So these are the most and important impacts which happens due to the tire waste. Now, what is the purpose of my research? What we are actually doing in this research and through this work. So the very first point I would like to tell you that we are just trying to develop a sustainable and eco-friendly method for recycling the waste rubber. With although there are so many methods in practice right now, and so many companies are performing that, but they are not eco-friendly. Even they are not cost effective. And the second object is to reduce the environmental burden caused by non-biodegradable tire waste, and by converting it into a valuable consumer product, that is the sole, footwear soles. And the third one is to promote the circular economy practices by transferring industrial waste into the useful, long-lasting, and the commercial viable product. And the last is to evaluate the mechanical, physical, and the durability properties of the recycled rubber sole and compare them with the conventional sole material. There are some research gaps. The tire rubber used in a concrete roads and the 3D printing and etc. still, and the tire derived rubber used in the footwear cushioning, but very limited research on. But the shredded tire rubber plus carbon black plus the natural latex, sustainable aesthetic consumer oriented footwear soles, this is not done yet. And what we are actually doing, we are just collecting the shredded the rubber waste and adding the carbon black and with the binder, and the binder is a natural latex. So we are actually doing this work. And what is the material we are going to use for making a such kind of product? So there are the material. First one is the shredded tire rubber, which is the waste tire, we can say, and the natural rubber in the form of latex. We are using it as a binder to bind all the fibers of the rubber. Then the synthetic rubber SBR and the binding agent latex, PU, and neoprene. And we are also using some additives like a carbon black and the antioxidant. What is the process? So first, procurement of the waste tires. We first collect the waste of the tires from the different locations, and the next second process is a grinding. We just convert that tire waste into the powder form, or you can say we convert it into the small fibers. So we have a grinding machine, and we grind that tire waste using this machine. And the next step is carbon black preparation. We prepare the carbon black to add in the rubber waste. There is the mixing of the grinding rubber and the carbon black. Then after preparation of the carbon black, we just add the carbon black into the rubber waste, which we grinded on a grinding machine. Then it is the time for the molding. Now we have a mold and the mixture which we prepared, that is the carbon black, latex, and the rubber waste. We have to mold it, and after the molding, we dry it, and the curing and drying process is performed, in which the natural dry, or maybe we can use the heating chambers to dry it. After the drying, we got a sheet of the rubber, and that sheet can be used for making different products. But here I am just representing the only one product, which is the sole of the footwears. But apart from it, we can also use for the floor mats, we can also use as a yoga mats, we can also use as a door mats. That sheet can be used for making a different products. And then after cutting that sheet, we are adding a layer, just because the tire waste cannot touch cannot comes to the directly comes cannot comes to the contact to your foot skin. So we are adding a layer over that rubber sheet, and after adding the rubber sheet, we are also attaching the strap. So this is the final steps where we can get our final product. There are some comparison of the properties, like what the EVA material and rubber materials products and sleepers soles are available in the market, and what the product we actually made from the waste. So these are the comparisons. Like here are the some properties: density, tensile strength, elongation, hardness, and there are the recycled rubber soles. And in the third column, there are the commercial EVA soles, and there are some observations.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry for interruption. But since we
Yes,
are on
ma'am.
a time constraint and you've crossed your
Sure,
10-minute
sure.
mark, yes,
I'm
sir.
I'm I am just likely to finish it.
Yes, sir.
Propose there are some testing standards through which we can test our product, and we can identify the product is really reliable or not, or is it or is it will work or not. And these are the key achievements. What we actually get after making our product. First one is the durability. We find the durability in our product, and the aesthetics and the sustainability. This is the conclusion. Overall, the Soul Revive project showcased the how base tires can be effectively repurposed in the sustainable sole material for the everyday footwears. The result validate to the environmental and the commercial potential through the strong material performance, consumer ready aesthetic and the scalability. The process reduce tire pollution and aligns with the modern sustainability goals in the manufacturing. And actually we are doing one thing, we are just converting the waste into the wealth. These are the references which I used for preparation of the presentation. So now, is there any question or query? Please ask. Thank
I
you.
have one question.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Any quantitative indicators you have? Means some measures like carbon footprint are less or reductions, or waste diversion rate is reduced after applying or after using this product, or just
Ma'am,
practice.
actually, we are working on that. Still, we don't have any such
Acha.
kind of data. Yeah, we are working on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Already your product in market?
No,
Or
no, no,
no?
no, ma'am. It's not. Still, it is not in the market. It is just a lab tested product only.
Okay, got it. Good work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, I have one question.
Yes, sir, please.
Which of your research goals do you think has the greatest impact on promoting a circular economy?
Yeah, actually, sir, as you can see here, there are so many problems which are coming from the tire waste. I'm not saying that there is a no solution for the tire waste. There are so many companies which are working on the tire waste, but the method which they are using for reusing that tire waste and they are recycling it, that method is economically not good for everyone. But the method what we are using, that is eco-friendly and as well as for the we can say economical friendly as well. I think that's what you want to know. Am I right, sir?
Okay, and talking about durability, how the salt made from recycled types compare in durability to conventional EVA salts?
Yeah, actually, sir, when we perform some tests, like we have a testing laboratory in our institution. There we perform two tests. First one is a tensile strength test. So the material, the product which we made, that is the outsole which is made from the rubber waste, the tensile strength of that rubber was equivalent to the EVA, fresh EVA material which is already available in the market. We found that first thing. And the second one, the second test what we performed, that was the abrasion test. It means that the how much your footwear sole is getting abrasion while your movements. So we found the grip and the durability and the abrasion of our product, because it is a rubber and we are using the latex to bind that rubber, which the rubber and latex make the good grip and the flexibility and tensile strength more than the products which are already available in the market. So that was the results in our product.
Okay, no more questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. I would like to call paper ID 422, Dr. N. Ganesh and M. Suruthi.
Yes, madam.
Yes, sir. Please start. Ma'am, please start with the presentation.
I will share the screen.
Okay, you are presenting on a nature-inspired meta-heuristic approach for efficient healthcare resource allocation.
Yes, madam. Hope this screen is visible. Shall we start? Okay. So the paper ID is I'm Dr. Ganesh, and I work as a professor in the School of Computer Science, Velu Engineering Technology, Chennai campus, India. So I'm one of the top.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Your voice is echoing.
One minute.
You're not clearly audible. Your voice is being echoed.
Is it okay now?
No, sir.
Hello, is it okay now?
Hi, yes, sir.
Okay, I am Dr. Ganesh, and I work as a professor in the School of Computer Science Engineering, Vellore Institute of Technology, Chennai campus, India, and I'm one of the top 2% scientists in the world. So, my research scholar is Shruti, and we both will be presenting a article titled "Nature-Inspired Meta-Heuristic Approach for Efficient Healthcare Resource Allocation." As far as this particular paper is concerned, this has been done to a real-time government medical college hospital in Chennai, and it is for the real-time application. So wherein they require kind of optimization techniques, and we have for this particular article we have used 5 different algorithms like GOA, HOA, PDO. PDO is periodic optimization, and then death swarm optimization algorithm, and African vulture optimization algorithm, Gazelle optimization algorithm. So currently we have used 5 algorithms, and we are working on the resource allocation. So we are finding aspects of resource optimization in healthcare. So over to Shruti, and she will explain a lot.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shruti M. I'm presenting our work on using a nature-inspired meta-heuristic approach for efficient healthcare resource allocation. This research was carried out with my guide, Dr. N. Ganesh. Our aim is to improve the decision-making in hospital using the intelligent optimization technique. This is the structure of the paper: introductions, objective, and selected algorithm overview. I explain about the 5 nature-inspired optimization algorithm. What are the statistics and behavior they have used, and methodology. I will explain about the methods. What are the techniques and inbuilt with the algorithm, and another one is application to healthcare resource allocation, result analysis. Finally, I conclude and with the future directions. Introductions. Healthcare system today face high demand, limited resources, and lot of uncertainty. Sometimes the traditional optimization techniques struggle in this complex environment to solve this. So we need an extra essential one is nature inspired optimization algorithm to solve the traditional method comes under false. Here, nature inspired optimization algorithm are flexible, adaptive, and effective for the such real world problem. In this study, we have evaluated with the 5 different nature inspired optimization algorithm. First one is GOA, Gazelle optimization algorithm, and second one is hippopotamus optimization algorithm, and third one is prairie dog optimization algorithm, and fourth one is egret swarm optimization algorithm, and final one is African vulture optimization algorithm, for to give the more better solution and better result to the hospital resource management. Which one is it comes under the goal of the sustainability goals, SDG 3, which one is helpful for the good health. And second one is my objective. Our main objective is to develop an efficient optimization framework for hospital. We focuses on reducing the operational cost, improving the treatment efficiency, and balancing the staff workload. We also compare 5 algorithms: Gazelle, hippopotamus, prairie dog, egret swarm, and African vulture to identify the most robust and accurate model. Here is the selected algorithm overview. This slide, a quick overview of the algorithm, and each one is inspired by the different animal behavior, such as in Gazelle, they have taken the Gazelle grazing and predator avoidance behavior, which will perform the well suited for the exploration and exploitation. In hippopotamus optimization, the surveying in water, the behavior of the surveying in water, and different strategies while fighting with the predators and evasions. And defensive levy based motions improve the diversity to give the more explorations and exploitation. And third one is a prairie dog optimization algorithm. It comes in the 3 strategy behaviors of prairie dog, which one is foraging, burrow relocations, and social learning. Burrow relocations gives the global search, which means it doesn't comes under the local, it doesn't stuck under the local optima, and social learning comes under the local refinement. And fourth one is Egret swarm optimization algorithm, which is inspired by the Egret swarm with the sit and wait strategy and aggressive attacks, which is the defense of the predators. Egret adaptive switches between the mode of efficient capture prey and mimicking another optimization process. And another final one is enhanced African vulture optimization algorithm. It comes with the rotating flight selection strategy and accumulation strategy. It gives the strong exploration and exploitation balance with the high convergence efficiency. And next one is methodology. Here I'm taking that lower cost and minimize cost and maximize the efficiency. This is overall overall methodology. We prepare the data set, defines the variable constraints, run the algorithm, and evaluate the result. The framework ensures the realistic simulations of hospital resources, which is normalized cost, efficiency of resource usage, and weight parameters. And also it will be calculated to test the performance of the 5 optimization algorithm with the statistical validations called the pairwise Wilcoxon ransom test and also the Friedman test. Here is the overview and structure of the healthcare optimization resource framework. And first one, I have taken the data sources, which one is contain the patient data, hospital resource data, and staff data, external data set. And I have, after collecting the all data set over here, I will perform the data pre-processing and normalizations. And again, and it should be evaluated through the optimization model with the decision variable constraints and the fitness function. Here, meta-heuristic algorithm, I have used the 5 algorithm and which gives the fitness evaluation performance. Once the algorithm produces the solutions, we evaluate them using the matrix such as fitness values, total operational cost, treatment efficiency, workload balance. Helps to compare with the algorithm performance. Decision support system. Next one is decision support system. The best solution from the algorithm is then passed to the decision support system. It helps the hospital administrations make the informed decision using optimized resource allocations. And user dashboard. The results are displayed in each easy to understand the recommended allocation, cost savings, efficiency improvement. And finally, the report and export. The optimized result can be exported as the report for the documentations or further analysis. Here is the sample data sets I have taken from that 15,500 anomalist patient record, and I have considered in this data set it contained the 15 attributes. 15 attributes covering the clinical and administrative details. We used the Gaggle dataset containing 15,500. The large data sets allows us to test the over model under the hospital dataset. Before applying the algorithm, the basic pre-processing steps such as handling missing values, selecting relevant attributes, and normalizing the data. After pre-processing, the dataset was used directly in the optimization model to stimulate the hospital conditions and evaluate the performance of the algorithm. And another one is a variable and parameters. Variable captures the patient flow, research usage, and cost factors and workload distributions. Parameter define the algorithm settings such as a population size, iterations, and convergence column. Here, the population can be taken as a 50 and iteration can be done through the 500 and 1000 iterations with the 10 and 30 runs, and convergent control can be done by using the iterations under the population size. These variable parameters helps in building the meaningful optimization model that reflect the hospital situations. Objective to test to take the fitness values which combining the cost medicine and the cost workload. This is the objective functions which is taken by the to minimize the best cost and maximize the efficiency and to reduce the workload of the each doctors. And here is the application to the healthcare resource allocation, which is a model constraints for this fitness functions. We are applied over the optimization framework to the hospital scenario. The modern assigned patients, resources, and workload in the most efficiency way while minimizing the total operational cost and the maximizing the efficiency. Here is the result analysis. Here I have done with the 500 and 1000 iterations with 10 and 30 run. Perform was assessed using the fitness, total cost, efficiency, and workload variance. Here HOA and AVOA consistently achieve the best performance because it has a good balanced workload distributions. But here PDO performed last effectively, comparatively weaker, and grid swarm optimization algorithms shows the moderate but fluctuating in the result. And here performance interpretations, the strength of the HOA and AVOA comes from their good balance between exploration and exploitation. This allows them to find the better solution. In HOA and AVOA consistently perform the other algorithm occurs all four key matrices: fitness, cost, effectiveness, and workload balance. These results confirm that they provide the most stable and effective optimization performance of the real-world healthcare resource allocations.
Excuse
Here
me,
is
ma'am.
okay. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Due to time constraint, please conclude your presentation soon.
Sure. This is the result analysis for the fitness values, cost mean, efficiency mean, with the 10 runs with 500 iteration, and another image in the right side, it shows the 30 runs 500 iterations. This values is taken from the iteration run and the fitness score, standard deviation, mean, cost, standard values. And this is run for the 1000 iterations with the 10 run, 1000 iteration with the 30 runs. This is the graph shows from this value, which is taken to plot this one. And the conversion graph for performance metric overall here with the different iteration with the different run for the fitness final fitness value, cost mean, and efficiency mean, and workload variable mean. And final, I have concluded that nature inspired optimizations are highly effective for the healthcare resource allocations. Among these 5 algorithms tested, HOA and AVOA showed most reliable and accurate performance. This framework can support hospital in maker data-driven decisions and improving operational efficiency. Here, the sustainability goal also reached while comparing with the healthcare with the optimization, nature-inspired optimization algorithm. In my future directions, I am planning to adapt this with the multi-objective, and we are aiming to develop the hybrid and adaptive algorithm, integrate with the multiple optimization algorithm to handle the cost efficiency and patient satisfaction together, and connect the framework with the real-time data sources. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, hello. I have a
Hello.
basic question. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
So, hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Only just clarify that in this particular study, have you taken the any real-time data set from any hospital?
So now we are collecting the real-time data set, man. But before going with the real-time data set, the data set is available from the Gaggle. So from that we have fetched, ma'am. How the algorithm, we need to take the test which is performed well, ma'am. So that we have taken from the Gaggle and trained with that.
Actually, we are working
So, what is this?
The government medical college hospital in Chennai, India. And initially, what they have asked us, like initially, you prove the result with the existing data set that is available publicly, and then they have also given the data set to us. So they wanted us to implement their data set. So initially, as a trial run, we have asked to take from a public data set. That is the reason we have taken it from Kaggle. And now, as of yesterday, they have given their data set. So we are implementing it, and we have got the same set of results.
Okay. On in your approach, you have applied all the optimization algorithm, right? Around how many algorithms you have applied and compare it?
I have used so many algorithm, ma'am. While, for example, other than this one, Wild has optimization algorithm, and I also tried with the old one also because I need to I need to get the better performance. So I also trained with the PSO and genetic algorithm and meerkat optimization algorithm. These are the recent one, but in the old method, I have tried with the particle swarm optimization algorithm as well the genetic, ma'am.
Have you compared with the some CNN architectural architecture that
Ma'am, here
only
I'm not performing any architecture diagram, ma'am. I just taken that CSV file as a data set, and I have pre-processed and done the normalization for the efficiency cost, and that only I have performed, ma'am.
So we are
okay.
focusing on the optimization part and not on the deep learning model.
That is only my question actually on why you have chosen the optimization
No,
only.
this is the basic requirement of the hospital in government of like government hospital, and they wanted an optimized solution, and they wanted a dashboard to be created. So we have taken this as a research problem, and it is working very well.
Okay, good. I'm done, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, I have one question, please. How did you
Yes, sir.
ensure that your anonymized patient data set accurately represents real hospital resource allocation scenarios?
For that we are making that then this also similar to the real world data sets, sir. So from that applying it is getting the best solution. From that solution we are assuming that we are giving to that real world data sets. We are just
Okay.
providing the recommendations which is resource allocations for that best bed and all.
And how did you choose the weighting parameter alpha in your fitness function? And how sensitive were the results to this choice?
Sir,
How did you choose the weighting parameter alpha in your fitness function?
sir, I'm giving that normalization solution to produce that normal value. It should be the below range or the above range. It must be considered as the below range. So for that, I'm fixing the normalization value.
Okay. Thank you very much. No more
Thank you so
questions.
much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So with this optimization, we can even get the best bed for the patients, and the patients will be made to have a high comfortable stay during their medications. So that is the main aim of this work that these people have given for us. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Now, next, I would like to call Thalapaka Nikhila ma'am to present her study on trustworthy data exchange through decentralized market architectures with embedded privacy preservation. Nikhila ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please start with the presentation.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this session. And I am presenting on behalf of my team from VIT AP University. We are Our title is Trustworthy Data Exchange through Decentralized Architectures. And Here, introduction is data is very important for modern technologies like AI, but traditional data systems have privacy problems and give users less control over their own data. To fix this, decentralized data markets use blockchain to allow safe and transparent data sharing. However, many current systems still lack strong privacy and fair rewards. Our model BMAP solves these issues by providing secure data sharing, strong privacy protection, and fair payment for all users. And this is the literature survey of all the systems, comparison analysis. Here, the problem statement is data sharing is messy and also risky. Why? Because in our AI world, everyone wants data. But big companies like Google heard it in centralized systems. One boss control over everything. This leads to privacy leaks and unfairness and no trust. Means like hackers steal your info or companies sell it without permission. How do you prove the data was used safely or that everyone got paid fairly? For example, imagine Mumbai's traffic cameras sharing data for a better GPS app without protection. Bad guys could spy on your location or the app maker could cheat providers. Our paper says we need decentralized markets like peer-to-peer trading on blockchain. Existing apps like Vips and Sterling, etc. are step forward but miss these key pieces: safe group calculations, provable privacy, or fair pay. Here is the solution. We are inventing VMAP. What is VMAP means? VMAP is a three-layer app for buying or selling data securely. No central boss. Everyone trades directly via blockchain. It's like a tamper-proof notebook where all deals are logged forever. Layer 1 is blockchain based. Layer 2 is privacy shield. And layer 3 is fair pay systems. Now layer 1 blockchain basis, it handles money and rules. You stake coins to join, cheat, lose your stake. Payments go through a safe escrow. Layer 2 is privacy shield, uses secure multi-party computation. Multiple people crunch numbers together without seeing each other raw data. They share scrambled pieces that add up correctly, but no one sees the full picture. Plus differential privacy. It adds noise to outputs, so you can't reverse engineer secrets. It's like blurry faces in a crowd photo. Here the twist is stake weighted adaptive differential privacy. It users vote on privacy levels based on how much they start. More stack equals to more say in how blurry the data is. And it's verifiable with zero knowledge proofs like math magic. Trust me, I added the noise. Here's the proof without showing how. Now the layer 3 is fair pay system. It uses the shapely values, rewards, or automatic proportional and bonus for extra privacy effort. Everything's logged on chain for audits. It flows through data providers, buyers, MPC computes its privately add differential privacy noise, vote on privacy tweaks, verify and log on blockchain, pay out fairly via Shapely. Now, in this comparison table, Vipsen, it is good for simple. It sells by location data with consent, but no group math or fair pay. In Sterling, secure queries like hospital records using hardware saves but skips privacy proofs. In Kraken, MPC for financial deals but slow on no budget tracking. MarTFL, fair pay in AI training but only for specific federated learning, not general data states. Here, BMAP wins by combining everything, more private, transparent, and also fair. Now the results. It is simulated in Python with fake Indian data. It was measured through privacy leak risk, speed, fairness, accuracy. Here the key wins are privacy, usefulness, speed, and scalability. Overall, beats rivals by 20 to 30%. The safeguards handles dropouts, cheaters, no tampering. Now here wrap up is it builds trustworthy data economics, safe, fair sharing for AI or IoT. In India, it could power urban apps. For example, Chennai sensors monetized without leaks while following privacy laws. Here, limitations is just simulations real world might have network delays or sneaky users. They call for live tests. Here, the future scope is real pilots to prove its scales could mix with existing apps like Website. VMAP turns data into a fair and private playground, no more bosses or spies. Thank you.
Any questions?
No, ma'am. From my side, no question.
Yes, I have one question. How do MPC and DP complement each other in your solution?
Can you say again, sir?
Yes, how do MPC and verifiable DP complement each other in your solution? Okay, I'm going to change. How does your proposed solution address the privacy gaps highlighted, particularly regarding protection against inference attacks?
Sir, I didn't hear your voice. Sir.
Okay. You have one proposed solution that address privacy gaps. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How this solution address these gaps, particularly regarding protection against inference attacks? No?
So, hello, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You can hear me
Yes.
well. Okay.
Yes.
Don't worry. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Nikhila, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I ask something?
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, I need to change my mail.
You need to change your what?
Mail, ma'am. Email.
You want to
Due to
change
my
your email?
institutional email expiring.
Uh,
Okay, you
okay.
can
What is your paper ID, ma'am?
271, ma'am.
Sure, I'll connect with you later and let you know.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. R. Ranjani, ma'am, are you present?
Yes, ma'am. I'm pressing, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please present your study on dimensionality reduction and predictive modeling in diabetes diagnosis, a comparative machine learning approach. And I would request you to please adhere to the time constraint. Thank you.
Sure. Visible, ma'am? Hello? Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible, but we cannot see the complete PPT, the complete slide.
How?
Have you joined from your phone, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can you please try to reshare your screen?
Yes, I have shared. பச்சை கிளம்புனா கிளம்புங்க வரேன் நான் அப்புறம் வரலம்மா ஹலோ மேம் கேன் யூ ஹியர் மீ
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you, but we can only see half of your slide, the upper half.
but for me it is only fully only one.
Okay, then I think might be an issue from my side. Please continue.
Completely. Good afternoon, everybody. And first of all, thank you all for giving me this wonderful opportunity. My topic is dimensionality reduction and predictive modeling in diabetes diagnosis. This is a comparative machine learning approach. And I'm saying about an introduction on diabetes mellitus, which is a growing global health problem marked by high blood sugar levels, which requires better prevention, early detection, and management. Actually, machine learning and deep learning have emerged as a powerful tools for predicting diabetes more accurately than the traditional clinical methods. Machine learning models can analyze large, complex data sets and uncover hidden patterns. My paper used various machine learning and deep learning methods, highlighting their strengths, limitations, and performance in areas such as feature extraction, sampling, missing data, handling, and classification. This is my introduction. I is this study proposes a predictive framework using both machine learning and deep learning techniques for diabetes diagnosis. 10 models, including CNN and traditional machine learning classifiers, were developed and evaluated using accuracy, precision, recall, and effort. The study also examined how feature extraction and selection improve model performance through dimensionality detection. The comparison highlights the strengths and weakness of each model, offering insights that can help healthcare professionals choose suitable predictive methods and enhance intelligent systems for effective diabetes monitoring and management. This is the abstract of my paper. And in our paper, we have done a survey on making so many journals regarding this diabetic prediction. And we come under 4 research questions. That is, first one is, What are the diabetic prediction methods and which procedure has been used in most research? Second question is, what are the dissimilar data sets used by the researchers to diabetic prediction and which data set has been used so far in utmost research? Third question comes like, which algorithms are used by authors for diabetic prediction and which algorithm is recycled mostly by the research? Fourth research question is, which algorithm has the optimized accurateness when it comes to diabetic prediction? These are the research questions becomes after the survey. And my proposed work concentrates on predicting diabetes using FEMA Indian dataset. Here, we use wrapper method to extract features and a meticulous pre-processing approach is implemented to ensure data quality. The classification of the dataset is carried out using Navier, ID3, J48, SPM, 0R, random forest classifier, and empirical machine learning models, with the dataset divided into training and testing sets. The proposed model's workflow is depicted outlining crucial phases such as electronic health record acquisition, feature extraction, pre-processing to handle missing values, normalization of features, and the classification phase involving empirical machine learning models for prediction. Identifying research gaps and limitations from the background study. The primary gap is identified in the acquisition of an insufficient data set and the posterior introduction of noise, leading to mislabeling and complicating decision making in clinical environments. Learning is under the to handle large heterogeneous medical data sets and detects hidden patterns which is not visible in conventional methods and also enables a reliable yearly prediction of diabetes. From the side of deep learning, the role of deep learning, it captures non-linear complex relationships. It does not require manual feature extraction and it is suitable for personalized healthcare prediction systems. When we compare these models, the performances are evaluated across machine learning and deep learning algorithms, which includes dataset selection, feature extraction, sampling, and missing data handling. Also, it identifies the strengths and limitations of each technique. Our methodology is also known as SLR framework, which is the structured systematic literature review. In this framework, we ensure transparent, unbiased synthesis of models based on diabetes prediction studies. Here we follow 4 phases. First one is research questions, then the retrieval, third one is screening, and fourth one is synthesis. The objective of our SLR is to identify most effective computational models, datasets, and evaluation metrics. It provides a comprehensive overview of advancements in diabetes prediction. Also, it highlights gap and future research directions. The comparative model evaluation examines the performance across machine learning and deep learning methods. Also, it considers the dataset selection, feature extraction, and sampling. When we discuss about the research questions, the 4 questions, and we find out that grid-based methods, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and deep learning all be reviewed. And as illustrated, machine learning techniques were the most frequently applied. And it is reported that 71.25% of the reviewed studies grid-based optimization methods such as grid search CV appeared in 66.25% of applications. AI-based methods accounted for 17.5%, while deep learning approaches were employed in 12.5% of the literature. Finally, the conclusion is the review reveals that machine learning methods remain the most widely utilized approach, employed in 71.25% of the studies, while datasets such as Review Repository and Alexa datasets are the most commonly used, appearing in 6.5 and 36.25 of publications respectively. On predictive algorithms, random forest is the most frequently applied. Convolutional neural networks achieve the highest predictive accuracy. That is our conclusion.
Hello. Yeah, Rajani madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you just explain
Yes, ma'am.
that what performance matrix you have measures here? Precision recall, FL, ROC curve. Have compare.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, what did you say, ma'am?
Have compare this which performance matrix you have measures here? Accuracy, precision recall, F1, which one?
Yes, ma'am. All the four, ma'am. ROC curve.
Can you show me?
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you show me that?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Model performance is evaluated using accuracy precision, recall, F1 score, and AUC.
Okay. And have compare with the other machine learning algorithms?
Yes, ma'am. Shall I show you the survey table, ma'am?
If you have.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I have one question. Why did you choose
Yes,
wrapper
sir.
methods for feature selection in your model?
Why did you choose?
Why did you choose wrapper methods for feature selection in your model?
Wrapper method.
Oh, another question.
Are you saying
What
that wrapper
steps?
method, sir?
Yes.
One minute, sir. Ma'am, this is the survey table, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
It's not clear, but
This is the deep
well,
learning
I'm going to
approach.
change.
Yes.
I'm going to change the question. It's easily. What steps did you take to avoid bias during the study screening process? What steps did you take to avoid
Sorry, sir.
bias
I can't
during the
understand.
screening process?
But the earlier one, you asked me, why did I choose the wrapper method, right?
Okay, yes.
Am I right, sir? Are you asking the same question now?
Yes, a little bit.
It helps me to choose a set.
Okay.
sir.
Well, we have one table with different classifications,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
This is for
what would be
deep
the
learning.
answer in this case?
Sorry.
What would be your answer in this case? Okay, Dinami, I think it's all.
All right. Thank you, Ranjani ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Next, I would like to call Suhas Bhise sir to present his study on QoS parameters in edge computing environment for Internet of Things applications. An overview.
Yeah, thank you,
Suhas
ma'am.
sir?
I'll be sharing, I'll be
Yes, sir.
sharing my screen.
எதுக்குடா நம்ம பண்றதே லேட் ஆகும் இதனால
Ranjani ma'am, please can you mute your mic?
Just hold on, let me see the option. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Just a second. So, title is Quality of Service Parameters in Edge Computing Environment for the Internet of Things applications. It's an overview, which we're going to check it out. So, there is a entire IoT market forecast. So, in 2020, there was 11.3 billion devices were connected, but after 5 years, uh, 21 around 22 billion devices were connected, and it also increasing in the future with the margin of 10%. So with the value of 10%, it is going to increase. So when the devices are connected or the Internet of Things devices are available, it is estimated that there will be generation of a data. So there was a Cisco analysis. Cisco was saying that around 2016, there will be 850 zettabytes. So there are variations in the predictions of the data generated by IoT devices in the market. But Cisco estimated around 850, and Ericsson estimated around 40 zettabytes of data will be generated in 2024. There is not a perfect metric, but it is there. Actually, there is IDC analysis, and what they suggested that in 2018 there was 30 zettabytes of data generated, but by 2025, 175 zettabytes of data will get generated. Meaning of this is the digital era, and this digital era is now getting converted into the big data era. So availability of data and availability of information is there, and now this information, where we have to process this information, we have to put it on the cloud. But cloud has issues. At the same time, there is a requirement from the IoT systems, and that requirement is of having lower latency, good amount of bandwidth handling capacity, if there should be less energy consumption, and there should be privacy and security. If we consider application as the virtual reality based on some head tracked system, then they will be requiring the latency of 16 milliseconds, which is IoT based. Whereas if I put a wearable camera for the visual guiding purpose, I'll be in need of around 20 milliseconds to 30 milliseconds of delay or the response time. But if I try to put this data guiding system data on the cloud, say if AWS cloud from Canberra to Berkeley, it is going to give me around 175 milliseconds of response time, which is not preferable. So latency should be less. At the same time, the bandwidth handling capacity should be large. If we consider one example, Boeing 787, that Boeing 787, when it is on flight, that time it generates a 5 gigabytes of data per second, and that data has to be handled, and based on some responsive actions will be there. So when such a huge amount of data per second is getting generated by a single flight, that time the latency should be less, and as well as the devices or the cloud, though it has a capacity to handle, but because of the larger distance and the other factors, slightly it is difficult. Energy consumption. So if I have IoT devices and I collect the data, try to transmit to the cloud, obviously the battery requirement, because it is going to be a wireless transmission, so which will requiring the larger amount to transmit over the larger distance. And if the larger distance to be covered, larger amount of energy will be required. So battery will be the larger, consumption will be larger. So that's an issue. If I try to put my all requirement generated or the all data generated by IoT on the cloud, and at the same time security, privacy, and the integrity of the information or data which I'm transmitting from IoT sensors to the cloud is also in a question. So these are the basic requirements for the IoT system, which is growing very fast. So for that case, the option is the cloud, but cloud has an issue. So that we discussed, and as the cloud is coming out, then there is a concept of the fog computing, which is much closer to the edge devices or the end devices. But still, again, there is an issue of a latency, and if we try to have inference based on some computations, latency might be a problem. So in that case, the computing and the storage facility has to be bring back or bring to closer to the actually devices. So the concept of the edge computing came into the picture. So what is the edge computing? It's a computing model that deploys the computing facilities and storage much closer. Now, these are my end devices, and to those end devices, I'll be having a base station, gateway, micro DC, or the router access points, which are much closer to those devices, and they provide the facility of the computation and storage. So that is what edge computing. Also, in this definition, it says that I'm unifying all the resources that are close to the user in a certain geographical distance. So they are close. They are much unified and bring two closer to each other. So such a edge computing can be an option for the IoT devices and their data generation or the big data. If we see for this edge computing whether it is feasible for IoT devices, then if we see the architecture, then basically it will be distributed among the two layers or the three layers. One way they see is that the terminal layer where I'll be having the mobile devices or the IoT devices, sometimes they are called as end devices, whereas my boundary layer where I'll be having access points or the base stations, computing facilities, and storage, so that will be there in the boundary layer. And at one instance it is necessary that I these boundary layer devices, computational storage which are closer to the edge, must be connected to the cloud for the better operation. So in that case, the wireless area network connectivity can be used and connected to the cloud. But basically, there are only two layers or max three layers depending upon the thinking of the researcher. But there are two layers for this edge computing scenario. So cloud computing and the fog computing is also not the better option. Better option is going for edge computing. So, in the research, there are certain edge computing systems like the Cloudlet, CloudPath, Span Edge, and the Paradrop. If we talk about this, the Cloudlet structure, where we'll have a smaller cloud-like structure because this is the initially developed. We have smaller cloud-like structure, which is much closer to the mobile devices or the IoT devices, which they will be able to communicate and try to mimic the actual cloud. So, because of this small cloudlet approach, there is a reduction in the communication delay because they don't have to travel to the larger distance, and the bandwidth utilization is much more better. So, latency factor is reduced with this cloudlet architecture. On the same line, there are other architectures, cloud path, span edge, and the paradrop. So, which will be giving us the benefit with respect to the response time, improvisation in the bandwidth, or the reduction in the latency. So these are the different edge computing system, and those edge computing system, as we said, that it will be distributed mostly in 2 or 3 layers, and those edge computing system are having the end devices, and those end devices are the IoT devices or the mobile devices. Mostly, there will be observation that these devices are gonna to be IoT devices. So IoT is a major factor, and based on that, the development of the data and then that data utilization much more effectively by reducing the factors is important. And so edge computing is coming into the picture. So if we think of having a edge computing, so there what should be their quality of service parameters or the metrics. So it is generally mostly classified into the 4 parts: performance, dependability, energy, and the computation. Inside the performance, what will be checked, whether the latency is good or the less latency is there, bandwidth is largely utilized effectively, is there any accuracy in drawing the inference, is there an inference sufficient or the less inference time taken, what should be the communication cost, and whether the entire performance is happening at the runtime or whether it goes in the background. So those parameters, QS metrics, will come under the performance, where whenever we do the communication of this IoT data, it is necessary to have the dependability. And for that case, the factors or the metrics are the privacy, availability, whether the data is available continuously, whether we can rely on the data that we got it, is it possible for me maintain, is there maintaining the data security, and all the data that I'll be transferring is totally based or going through the network, and is there a network security there. So these are the dependability metrics, whereas in case of the energy, because the communications requires the energy and the power, so energy consumption, what amount it is there, is it lesser, is there a lesser power consumption, is there energy efficiency, and these factors are leading to the life of a certain device. So these are also important. These are the, yeah.
Sorry for interruption, but due to time constraint, I would request you to conclude your presentation soon.
Yeah. Okay. So these are the quality of service parameters. So there is surveys happened, and most of the papers, most of the researchers and the applications are going through latency, energy consumption, and focusing on the privacy. Some are going through the bandwidth and the security. Now, this edge computing system is important because the hardware valuation is in billions inside the public sector and the materials, retails, transport, logistics, chemical, agriculture, infrastructure, and the healthcare. Now, what is happening here is around 70% of hardware is developed for the transport and the logistics. Out of that, 24% is IoT based, and they are generating the data. Similarly, for the public sectors. So now there is huge amount of hardware is generated. Out of that, most portion is going for the IoT devices and inside the very different applications. And for that case, the edge computing is important. Now, the edge computing has an applications based on the IoT inside the mining, oil and natural gases, smart building, smart healthcare scenarios, and the smart city, as well as the transportation, precision farming, smart farming, everywhere the applications of the edge computing is there. And there is good chances that there is development of the good accuracy, bandwidth saving, computational cost is going to be less, low latency is there, and these happens with the privacy, accuracy of a data, and accuracy is also, there are chances to improve it. And to have these parameter benefits, there will be support of machine learning, specifically mostly the deep learning algorithms are there. So there are a lot of applications available for the IoT data and edge computing in a different areas, which are listed up. These analysis is supported with the help of these papers. Yeah.
Any questions, sir?
No questions from my side.
Excuse me, ma'am. This is Professor Shubham Kadam on behalf of Anshuma Khadse. Please consider Anshuma for the next presentation. It's a request.
Yes, sir. She's the only one remaining. I was about to call her name.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm Harsha Sonune. My ID is 309. I just wanted to confirm at what time it would be taken. According to PST, it is 4:30 slot. So I'm little bit confused. When should I present? It is in.
Yes, ma'am. I will call your name after Anshma ma'am's presentation is done.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Purva. We have also joined according to the 4:30 time slot. So is our name gone?
No, actually, yes, there are many people. Can I get back to you in 5 minutes?
Sure. Our paper number is 288.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
I would like to give the presentation, ma'am, Anshuma Khadse.
Yes, ma'am. Please present your paper on the role of accessing impact of cybersecurity threats on digital transactions.
Is my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am. And can you please conclude your presentation in 4 to 5 minutes since we are at a strict time constraint right now?
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute, ma'am. Is my screen is visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anshuma Khadse. Today, I will presenting our research on how cybersecurity threats impact digital transaction with the rapid growth of online payment. Understanding these threats has become essential for ensuring user safety and maintaining trust. This is the content slide. This slide shows the structure of my presentation. We will begin with the introduction, then need for security, then common threats, objective of the study, literature review, data analysis, key findings, discussion, conclusion, and references. So first one is introduction. Digital transactions are increasing because they are fast and convenient. But this growth, cyber threats such as phishing, ransoms, and data breaches are also increasing. These threats affect trust, safety, and the overall functioning. So next one is need for cyber security. Cybersecurity protects user from financial frauds, build trust in digital payment system, prevent data theft, and ensure smooth online transaction. It also support the growth of digital banking and digital economy. Next one is common threats. Common threats like phishing. Phishing is what fake messages or link used to steal information. Next one is ransomware, is locking the data until the payment is made. Third is data breaches, leak of personal and financial information. Social engineering, manipulating people to reveal confidential details. And third is account hacking. Account hacking is what the person is hacked the user's account. Next one is objective of my study. So my aim is to identify the main cyber threats affecting digital transaction, understand how these threats impact securities and integrity of online transaction, and examine how users' trust is influenced by these threats. Next is literature review. Increase in cyber attacks. Research shows cyber threats like phishing, identifying thefts, and ransoms are increasing globally. So next one is the role of AI. AI helps detect fraud quickly, but attracts also use AI to create advanced cyber threats. Next one is effect of data protection law. Regulation like GDPR and PCI DSS improve data security, but they still struggle to keep up with fast changing threats. Second is data analysis. I collected 57 responses through my survey. Overall trust level toward digital transaction was moderate mean. Three, awareness and institutional protection improve user trust, while high concern level did not significantly reduce users' behavior. Next one is key findings. So, cyber threats are rising along with digital transactions. Awareness and strong security system increase users' trust. AI improves fraud detection accuracy. Blockchain improves security, but still scalability issues. Um, Next one is discussion. My research suggests that the investment in cybersecurity reduce fraud and increase trust. AI system detect fraud more effectively than traditional method, and blockchain offers secure transactions frameworks. However, awareness and users education are equally important for safe digital transaction. Next slide is conclusion. So, cybersecurity plays a major role in building trust and promoting the adoption of digital transactions. Awareness, institutional protections, AI, and blockchain technologies can significantly improve safety, but continuously update and improvement are required. References. These are the key research works and academic sources that have supported my study. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. I believe if there are no questions, I would like to call the next presenter.
Thank you very
Okay,
much
thank you.
for giving us the opportunity to present in such a prestigious platform. Thank you from DMI Chair India. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, sir.
Should I present, ma'am?
Ma'am, can I call Harsha Sonune, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Please present your study on the dark side of autonomy, mapping the threat landscape of botnets in autonomous robotics.
Yes.
And ma'am, please conclude your presentation within the 5 minutes. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll just presentation.
Ma'am, your mic is muted. Excuse me, ma'am. You have muted your mic.
Yeah. Now, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So, in the introduction, I'll just tell you that botnets are the large networks of compromised devices controlled remotely to launch the different kinds of attacks, that is DDoS attacks, or they can be used for the data exfiltration or some kind of service disruption. With this integration of robot, autonomous vehicles and IoT, botnet attacks now pose the greater physical and the safety risk. So these kind of attacks can compromise the control systems and operational processes, safety critical or sensor data integrity. They can harm a human life also. So these risk highlights the urgent need to study, detect, and defend against the botnets in robotic and autonomous vehicle ecosystem. Under this, we have studied some papers based on these key points, that is botnets and IoT CPS vulnerabilities, intelligent detection and the defense mechanisms, botnet threats specific to robots and autonomous vehicles, and some goals. Now, so based on this, on the first point, if you highlight, we can see that different IoT devices are widely used in different kind of sectors, that is healthcare, transport, industry, and all. So these devices are massively connected with all the different networks. So it's very easy for the attackers to target these kind of devices using different types of attacks, that is DDoS and all. So major concern is to first give the concentration on these type of devices in which robotics or the AVs are again coming in future, or they are trending right now. So the main concentration of these things is to use different models, or have some improved detection techniques using the AI ML, or some latest technologies. So this is the survey that we have identified, that on different the researchers are working on these things, what type of data set they are using, different techniques, and using those algorithms and all, how much accuracies they are getting. Mm. Then the next point is intelligent detection and defense mechanism. So here, in short, cyber security for autonomous vehicle and robotics is crucial but challenging part. And main concentration for this is to have some advanced techniques, which includes the XGBoost based anomaly detection on CAN, digital twin, federated learning, or some security driven development frameworks for the social robots. Mm. Again, against this point, we have surveyed some paper, and we got this kind of survey, that is comparative analysis based on some key features, that is data set, what kind of data sets they are using, what is the scalability, performance based points. And the main concern here, limitation, is we are lagging behind in the real world deployment of such a kind of IDS systems. The next point is botnet threat to robots and autonomous vehicles. So for this kind of things also, what kind of data sets they are using, and what kind of IDS systems we can apply on these things, that can be ML based, or some additional cloud connected ecosystems via compromise accounts, and all these things we are engaging over here. And again, against this parameter, that is data, what data set is used, data availability, and all these things, we have surveyed these different research papers. And this is the analysis of this those papers. Now, after analyzing these papers, what kind of research gaps that we have identified, we found that many solutions work only on limited or synthetic data sets. So as a result, the realism and the reality of these models remain poor, especially when deployed in the system. So what are the issues that we are facing right now? That is scalability and real-time responses, handling zero-day botnet attacks, and high resource usage. These are the demanding things for this kind of area. So for this also, we have identified some papers, and we found some future gaps using those paper. This is the comparative analysis, what kind of different parameters and what kind of different algorithms and devices that we can have to have the comparative analysis of these algorithms and all the things. Mm. And then we have this trade-offs for the ideas, that is we have signature based, anomaly based detection, then ML based detection, then deep learning based detection, federated learning. So based on these key parameters, we have given the analysis, and using this analysis, we have identified that signature based analysis is low FER but poor in scalability. Means these are some of the pros and cons of these different systems. So we have identified those pros and cons over here. And in the last, in the discussion and the future direction, we can conclude that current defenses and are algorithm focused and often rigid in real world CPS or robotic environment. Many ideas work well on standard test buds but struggle with zero-day attack and adversarial examples. Gap between cyber only detection and the physical world behavior of the robotics. Future direction, we can say that combine network level data with the physical sensing and actuator feedback, design system with a multi-layered situationality and aware defense, here. In the conclusion, botnet attacks still exploit severe vulnerabilities in IoT, robotics, and AVs. Existing detection system shows issues of fragmentation, high resource demand, and limited flexibility. Need to move beyond purely software or algorithmic defenses. Proposed vision integrate system device design, robotics, sensors, IoT technologies into the resilient and adaptive defenses. Better integration of the computational and intelligence with the physical system is the key feature, future protection for this. So, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay.
Assuming there are no questions for ma'am, I would like to call the last presenter for today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Purva Chaudhary, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Please present your study on IoT-based automatic medicine dispenser for timely medication. And please keep it under 4 to 5 minutes. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I will not be presenting, but my co-author will be presenting. So is that okay?
Yes, but then the presentation certificate will be on her name, if that's all right.
Yes. That's okay.
Sure. What is her name?
Tanya Kanungo.
Okay, thank you.
I'll be joining in 2 minutes from my end. Can I please get 2 minutes? I'm trying to log in from my PC.
No, ma'am, it's okay. You can, if possible, you can give it from Purva's account.
So apparently she's on her phone. She's traveling. Even I'm traveling, so I'll just log in. Just can you give me 2 minutes? I'll be there.
Yes, ma'am. Please make it quick.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I'll present my screen. I'll screen share my screen. So we can continue with it. Just screen share. Give me a second. It's taking time to load. Is my screen visible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So good evening, everyone. My name is Tanya Kanungo, and we would be presenting on IoT-enabled automatic medication dispenser for timely medication. So the table of content, I'll explain as we have less time, so I'll just go around with it. First is introduction. So as we know, we have seen people, there are many elderly patients which we cannot take care of every time, or there are moments when you cannot be available for your older families every time. So we have recognized this problem. As we know, there are many medications needed, which is supposed to be given on certain amount of time. So medication adherence, that is really vital for elderly and chronically ill patients. And to avoid the complications of this, we have created an automatic medication dispenser. So this is the problem statement which we have found out. According to this, the most non-adherence, the most care is needed in the age group, which is about 65 years and older people. And there are times when certain amount of medications are really necessary for them to adapt, or they might have serious issues if we don't take those medications on time. And there are times that you don't get hospitalization for them, or there are increased costing, or there are more costs so that you cannot hospitalize them, but still medications are needed on time. So our solution is medication dispenser. This is an innovative solution. It is precise medication dispensing, which have real-time monitoring for caregivers and also an SOS button. And it has a user-friendly design, which is used for elderly patients. It is by improving medication adherence, and this system mostly aims to reduce complications in life of a patient and their families as well. So we have created this. How it works is also basically the literature review. What we have created, so this is the market study of actual dispenser which are available right now. For example, AdherTech, GeoSmart, NetaBox, PillPox, iMedFox. So these all things, some work on Wi-Fi, some work on Bluetooth. They are smartphone integrated. All these things are already available. But what different is basically the field of the medication dispenser it have new technology, which is environmental sensor or monitoring. For example, there is a rise in temperature, or there is rise in medication temperature for medication. As you know, certain medications are need to be kept in a certain temperature. So we can use those sensors. We can use GSM alert. For example, there is an elderly patient who is really not feeling well. They try to take the medicine, but they are not able to take it, and there is no one around to take care of them. So there is an SOS button which is there in the medication dispenser built. So whenever you press that button, that thing can notify the near and dear ones. So for that thing, we have created an app, which I will be talking in our further PPTs, slides. And for this, we have done a 3D printing design, as it is customizable and it is quick designing. The prototype faces hurdles and limitations, and the integration of IoT is really well in this. And it is patient centered and it is really easy to use. So apparently over here, as you can see, this is the 3D printed design. Here is the SOS button and here is the reset button. From here, the pills can be inserted into the device, and this is the camera. So if you want to know if it's pressed by mistake or what is the situation, you can monitor the patient through the camera. There is a tube over here from which the pills can come out. And this is the slope from which there will be a bowl kept down there. So you can get the pills there. There are 3 lights which tells us when, if it's morning, noon, or evening, which medicine pills is supposed to be taken. There is a ventilation unit for, as you know, you cannot keep medications in a closed box. You need to have some ventilation. There is a buzzer, like if there is an emergency, the buzzer can start buzzing. And there's a fill refiller here. There is also a sensor connected inside which tells if the medication in the boxes are getting over. So over here we have created in such way that there is a circular disc, and in this, according to the time, the medication moves. The circular disc moves, and the medication which is needed to be taken comes out from this pipe here, which is collected in the glass here, and it is made in such way that the medication don't get broken up into pieces when it falls down there. For that also we have a code. So for methodology, as we have designed a really simple, and we have ensured it is reliable for administration of medication without requiring a caretaker, as I said. The process
Excuse me,
begins.
ma'am.
Yes.
Can you please conclude your presentation?
Oh, directly? Yeah, sure, I can. So
Yes,
apparently this is the circuit diagram which we have used for it. So I'll just explain this. So this is the main conclusion I can say. So there is an RTC which can signalize to the ambulance out there if there's an issue. SOS button is connected to it. There's a buzzer. The microcontroller controls the whole thing. And there's an LCD display which tells if it's noon, afternoon, or night medications. So this is the hardware. This is the overall 3D printed designing which we have done. This is the app where you can log in and you can verify the date is taken at it, and it informs which medication is taken on which time. Okay. So I can just directly, this is the code which we have written for the same. So for conclusion, the IoT-based automatic medication dispenser addresses medication in adherence, and it is challenge for the challenges faced by the elderly and chronically ill patients. By automatic dose and scheduling with ESP32 microcontroller and GSM module and RTC, it ensures the medication is delivered timely for the elderly patient. And if they are stuck in a certain way, where no one else is there around for them to take care, they can notify them as well. They just have to press a button which can notify the ambulance services as well in future. We can integrate it. AI is used, we can have a AI personalized reminders for them that they have to take medication for this time. There is a facial recognition as well. You can check in which way or in which condition is the patient is. There is, we can, for the future news, we can also have a voice button from which we can tell them what measures to be taken care of. So this is our project. I hope, thank you so much. And I would really like to thank our ma'am for helping us being there for this. And thank you for giving us this opportunity to you all.
Yes, thank you so much, Tanya ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, now with this, we are done with all the presentations. A quick conclusion from my side. I sincerely thank our authors for their presentation and contribution in this session. And all the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 days, and the publication will be live within 7 to 8 months. I would like to thank our session chair, Dr. Esteban Gomez Torres, for chairing the session. I'm sharing a token of appreciation on behalf of the team, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable presence. And lastly, I would request everyone to switch on their camera for a quick snapshot. Tanya ma'am, can you please stop screen sharing?
Can I just leave and join back? There is some issue. I'm not able to stop the screen share.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Give me just 2 minutes. Yes. Thank you so much.
HP, ma'am, can you please stop screen sharing? Harsha Sonune, ma'am? Yes.
Hello, yes, we can continue. Thank you so much for the wait.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Thank you. You may leave now. Thank you. Thank you, sir.